everybody, welcome to another episode of Learn to Cook with Araba, proudly brought to you by Lucia Finif, makers of beautiful furniture like kitchen cabinets, wardrobes, and interior wall claddings for your home and office. I am Araba and I love to cook. On this show, I'll have various people teaching me how to cook different delicious meals. Today, we have my mom, Karen Haum. She is an architect. She's teaching me how to make cabbage stew. Let's welcome Karen Haum, the architect. Hi.
Thank you again for having me back on the show. So we are going to learn how to make cabbage stew. It's very simple, and I like to cook fast when I'm in the kitchen. So no time wasting. So let's get right to it, yeah? Great. So in making a cabbage stew, we are going to need 2 saucepans, right? Because first we have to we have to cook our animal protein. So in terms of ingredients, we have fresh tomatoes, we have animal protein, which is goat meat and tuna, and then we have the main thing, which is cabbage, and then some chopped onions and carrots. We also have some green peppers or bell peppers, and then we have ground garlic, right? And then we have ground pepper and ground ginger. We have a tomato paste and then saltpeter. The saltpeter, this is the saltpeter. Don't put that in your mouth. It's okay. Well, you can try it and see. Yeah.
Why is it bitter?
So the saltpeter is also, some people also call it potash. Locally it's called kanwe or kenwu, right? We are going to add it we are going to put a little of it onto the goat meat because goat meat is hard and it takes a long time to cook. But this makes it a little softer, faster. If you don't have this, you can use a meat tenderizer. That also works. Okay.
What's that?
Meat tenderizer is also another kind of salt that you can put on meat to make it soft faster, so you don't spend too much time in the kitchen cooking. Okay, so why don't you get the saucepans? I need a small one to steam the goat meat, and then the bigger one for the main sauce. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't do that to your face.
Why is there the red stuff on it?
Mm-hmm. The red stuff is blood. Okay, let's go. Okay, beautiful. And then we have to season it. Okay, so we season it with some onion. The onions basically make it lose any foul smell you may have. Let's go. Good, that's fine. Great, and then we also add some ginger. So let's put this on fire so that whilst it cooks, we can save some time. And then, great. Okay, so now we put some ginger. Let's do about 2 spoons and see. Yeah. 1.5 is fine. Okay, great. And then we add some garlic. Go. One more. Garlic is actually very good. It's good for heart health, all kinds of cardiovascular diseases. It deals with a lot of allergies as well.
So if you're allergic to milk, you can eat garlic and it'll go away.
Oh, I didn't say that. Okay, so in the spirit of using natural spices, I like to crush some raw pepper onto it. It just helps with the spice. So we are not going to pour that onto it. So we just take one and then you crush it like this.
And then you drop it in?
And then you drop it and you crush it so that the aroma will come out. Okay, we are going to add the saltpeter. Now remember the saltpeter, the pepper to the saltpeter is just to make it softer faster. And it's a salt. So once you put this one, not so much. Once you put the saltpeter on it, you have to be careful about the amount of actual salt you add, okay? We don't need the big one, just a little, you spray a little on it. Yeah, let it add a little more. Yeah, that's fine. Sprinkle it on it, okay? And then to add some sweetness to my meat, I add a little tomato paste. Just a little. Not that tiny. Okay. Add 2 more scoops. Yeah. That's enough. Okay, and then we add the salt. Stir it.
Need a man, it's like a hot.
It's not that hot. It's not hot.
If you hold it for a long time, it's hot.
It's not hot.
So hot to mix.
Let me smell it and see. Let's add a bit more ginger. So now it's okay. Now we are not making cocoa here. So now let's add a little water. Just a little to steam it. I didn't say a drop. Pour. Okay. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, I think we are good. So you know what we're going to do? In order to spice up our stew, we are not going to pour the water away because it's now like goat meat stock. We add it to our stew to enhance the flavor, okay? All right, so now you can finish stirring, you can cover it, and then we move on to our stew. All right, so now we are going to start making our stew. So I think our pot is already hot. So now let's pour in the oil. There you go.
Can you do that?
No. You are the one learning to cook, not me.
Everything?
Everything. Let's go close. If you do this, it can splash on you. There you go. You didn't die, did you?
No.
Good.
Thank God.
All right. So we allow our oil to heat up a little bit. Let's see. No, you don't need to cover it. So how do we test to see whether our oil is hot? Yeah, you can stir that a bit. Just to make sure that the under of the pot doesn't get stuck or something. It's a non-stick pot anyway. I think we are good.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I taste it?
Okay.
It's good to taste.
Yes, you can taste it. Nice. Okay. So let's cover it and get back to our stew. Okay. I think our oil is hot now for the onions. So we put the onion in.
Everything?
Everything. No, not everything. We need to leave a little to add when we finish putting in our animal protein. So let's do about half of this. Okay. So when you are doing this, you need to lower the plate, okay? Then it doesn't jump on you.
Oh.
Hey, if people jump like this whenever they are cooking, then. So now the next thing we add other spices. We add our ground pepper here.
Everything?
No, we are not making pepper stew. Let's do 2 teaspoons. Add just a little more because your spoon wasn't full. Not that tiny. No, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Great. And then we add some ginger.
Do I mix?
You can.
I'll wait.
Some ginger.
Everything?
Yes, that's fine. Let's do another 2. Excellent.
You said another 2.
No, I think that's enough. Okay.
Is that
And
all?
then, oops, we do our garlic. So you realize that we are using the same kind of spices, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like porridge.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more. Excellent. Great. So now you can stir.
I'm guessing that was our ginger.
Yes, that was ginger. Okay, so now let's increase the fire a little bit. Sometimes, instead of separating the combination of the ginger, the garlic, and the pepper, you can actually, to save time, put all of those items in the blender and blend everything together. All right. Sometimes you can also add your onions to it, so you pour everything inside, and then you are good to go. All right. Great. So we allow that to simmer a little bit, and then the next thing that goes into it will be
Tomatoes.
fresh tomatoes. Meanwhile, let's check on our goat meat to see whether it's tender enough.
How?
We need the mittens.
Yeah. Thank you.
That looks good.
Smells like goat's meat.
It is goat meat.
That's why it smells like goat meat. Doesn't need a bit more salt.
It does need a little bit more salt.
That's what was missing.
Hold the pot so it doesn't slip off or something. Yeah.
Now it looks like we're making goat soup.
It's because of the tin tomato we added to it. Okay, let's go. That's fine.
Okay, so
okay, now let's come back to our stew, and then we add and then we add fresh tomatoes. Smells good, doesn't it? Fresh tomatoes, the little.
What a splash on me.
No, it won't splash on you. There are some things inside the bowl already. Okay, now let's quickly stir.
Okay, now it has come down. It's come down.
Okay. African mama.
Hey!
No mittens required. No napkin required. Okay, let's cover it.
African mother.
Okay, I think we're good. Now add all of it.
Okay, now the corners are stuck in.
Okay, so we use a smaller spoon. Use a smaller spoon. Put the ladle down.
Okay, now we have another problem.
So when you are stirring stew, you don't do it like that, like you are making cocoa. Okay. There you go. Okay. So now let's cover it and allow it to simmer for 2 or 3 minutes. And so typically we'll have to add water here, but because we're going to use the water on the meat, we are not going to add extra water unless we need water even after adding the stock, right? So I think our meat is ready now. Yep. So you can turn off the fire. Great. And then let's add a bit of the stock to this one. And remember, this is already salted, and it also has some spices in it already. So, okay. You are standing so far away. You're supposed to be looking. Come close. Closer still. Okay, I think we still need a little bit of water.
Water.
Okay, so let's have some water.
You said a little bit, right?
I didn't say a drop.
Okay. This isn't a drop.
That's okay. Stir it. So after this, we'll taste to check our salt, check our peppers and other spices. If the salt is enough, we don't have to add more salt. We just put in our animal protein, and then we are good to go. Okay, so let's cover this and wait for it to simmer. But taste to see whether the spices are okay. You can't tell?
A bit more salt?
A bit more salt.
Set.
Trust your instincts.
Okay.
Just a little bit more salt. We're going to be putting the cabbage in it. We need a little more water. Otherwise, the cabbage is going to soak up whatever water is on it, and then the stew will be too thick, all right? So please bring the jug of water. Let's add a little more water.
Yeah.
Go. It's okay. Let's stir it and see our consistency.
We didn't add the salt.
Not yet. Bring the water.
Again?
Okay. Yeah, I think we are good.
Now the salt?
Yes. So you are supposed to add the salt before you add your animal protein. Do you know why?
Why?
The law of osmosis.
The animal protein sucks the salt.
Okay, so if there's it's the other way around, because your animal protein is salted.
So the salt sucks the animal protein.
No, so your stew doesn't have any salt.
So your
right?
stew sucks the
salt in the animal protein.
Ah.
But when you put the salt inside before you bring in your animal protein, they are equal, right? So the law of osmosis doesn't work. Okay, so let's have our salt. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's stir it and then we add the animal protein. Which one do you want to put inside first? The fish or the meat?
Meat.
Okay. So that's fine. We can now put in the meat.
Because the fish has salt.
They both have salt now. Yes, and we also have put some salt in the stew. Okay, so now just pour the meat into the stew. Is it hot?
Okay,
so don't carry it that way. Put it down. Let me show you. You carry it this way, not this way. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then we add fish.
Fish. Get some fish.
So this tuna is salted. You can actually, so typically when you do goat meat, the best kind of fish to use is river fish, right?
Is it fish or fish? What's the
So we have some fish that are from sea, which is from a salted water source, and then you also have some fish that is from the river, which is fresh water source. So when you are doing goat meat, the best combination is freshwater fish. Okay, cow meat goes with saltwater fish. All right.
Why?
So that's how it just works. My grandmother taught me that. I have no clue why.
Your grandmother or my grandmother?
My grandmother.
So my great grandmother.
So your great grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's open that and then we put all the fish in it.
Oh?
Yes. Drop them gently so it doesn't splash on you.
Nice.
Excellent. Now, Okay. Whoa. Now we've put the fish inside. Remember, this kind of fish is soft. So if you stir the thing too vigorously, it's going to all get like tuna flakes into your stew, and you'll not get the chance you're looking for.
Like what Auntie said.
Yes. So now let's wait. Hold on. Okay. So we have our animal protein here. So now we are going to add the rest of our seasoning.
Animal protein.
Put in the rest of the onion. One thing about onion is that it also adds some sweetness to.
Onion is sweet?
Yes, when you are using it to cook, it actually adds some sweetness to it, especially if you use the white onions, the one used for making salad.
So this is red onion.
This is red onions.
But it's purple.
Well, it's called red onions. So when you
English is weird.
So it's okay. And then we add we can also add the rest of our spices. So we have some white pepper, just 1 teaspoon each. 1 full teaspoon. Okay. Enough, yes. So you usually sprinkle so it doesn't just get concentrated in one corner. And then we have black pepper. There you go. Great. And then you can add, so when it comes to spicing and seasoning, really, apart from the basics, the rest is up to you, your taste. So this one, there's a little bit of salt. This and all seasoning, there's a little bit of salt in there, so let's not do too much. Just half it. Yeah, that's fine. Great. Now we can put in our vegetables.
Veggies. Eat your veggies.
So we are going to put the carrots in first, because carrot is typically harder, so it takes a longer time to cook. So let it go, all of it inside.
Let it go.
Great. And then
veggies.
We add bell peppers, also already sliced. Everything goes in. Great.
Eat your veggies.
Let's stir. This looks yummy, even without our cabbage. So typically at this point, if you want to add some water, this is the time to add it. If you add the water after you've added your cabbage, the water will separate from the rest of the sauce. Okay, so if we feel that this water is not enough, this will be a good time to add a little more water, and not after we have added the cabbage. So I'm going to add just a little bit more water. We still have some flavor in this pot, so nothing goes to waste. I'm rinsing it out and I'm pouring it in our stew. There you go. Okay. Okay, don't stir too much. Remember, we have soft fish in it, so don't stir too much, okay? So now let's taste it and see whether everything is well balanced in. The cabbage is going to be the last thing that we add. Does it taste good? Okay. Let's now add cabbage.
All the cabbage?
We are going to add half and see. Okay.
If you don't want to add a lot of cabbage, is it up to you?
It's up to you. I think the pot can take everything. So let's add everything. So cabbage, like kotumbe, also shrinks when cooked. Okay, this is fine. The core is too hard. Okay, so now let's put it in. Let's cover it and allow it to simmer.
So, more about you, so. We know that you guys do furniture and stuff, but is it possible you do like a bedroom?
Yes, how do you mean?
Like, if I want like a whole bedroom design, like I want my bed, everything that I pay you for, the furniture that you bought. Can you do that?
Yes, we can do that very easily. So we can design the whole bedroom setup, and we can also make all the furniture that goes into the bedroom.
So you don't have to buy
wardrobes. We can make the wardrobes. We can make the bed. We can make the ottoman. You know, the ottoman is like the bench that you put at the base of the bed, right? And we actually have, we also do interior design at Luso. So we can actually fit it out completely for you, where we put in your curtains and rugs and all of this. So we can actually do a complete bedroom setup.
So including the washroom?
Yes.
Wow.
So even though Luso is a furniture company, right? If a customer wants us to go beyond, let's say, do a whole house project for him or her, we actually have the capacity to do that as well. So we produce our own furniture, and then everything else, the curtains, the rugs, and so on and so forth.
So that would be more expensive than when you just like...
When you just like what?
Like do one section. Isn't more expensive?
So if someone is buying just a bed, the bed will come at a cost. But now if they decide to, okay, I want a bed, and I want a wardrobe, and I want an ottoman, and I want wall cladding, and I want a TV unit, and all of those things, how many more things is he adding?
A lot more.
Exactly. So each of the costs is itemized. So the customer will get to see, okay, so my bed is costing me so much, my wall cladding is costing me so much, my TV wall unit is also costing me so much. So the bill that we give to the customer is actually fully itemized and nothing hidden.
So there's nothing that's not affordable?
Of course not. There's nothing that is not affordable. And we show you the design. We also show you the customer the design, or we'll show you the design before we actually build or make the furniture for you. So you actually see what exactly it is you're going to get when we are done.
Can you like design your own room, then they make it?
Yes, we can do that. So when we get something like that, what we do is that we do the technical drawings, because many customers cannot do the technical drawings. So if a customer brings a design, then we will do the technical drawings using AutoCAD, SketchUp, different kinds of software.
What if you already know how to use SketchUp? Then can you like do the design and give it to me?
Yes. So when we have to take the wood and things to the machine shop. So we still have to do some technical drawings, because now we have to dimension it and instruct the machine to do the cutting. Anything else on your mind about Luso? Okay, we're good. So let's see how our cabbage stew is doing.
It looks the same.
Until you stir it. Yeah, so we take it from the base and then we flip it over. There you go. So you realize that you don't see the oil on the food, right? That is because we did not put too much oil. Too much oil is not healthy, okay? So when you cook, you shouldn't see the oil floating on top of your stew, all right?
What if you mistakenly add too much oil?
Then the good thing to do is when you serve it, you have to take the oil off. Need help stirring, or you are good?
I need help. That's a lot of cabbage.
It is cabbage stew.
I don't like cabbage. That's my least favorite. That's the worst vegetable I've ever tasted.
Okay, so we allow it to simmer a bit more. And in just a few 3 to 5 minutes, we'll be done with our cabbage stew. So far, so good. High five. Boom. So my princess, there you have it. We are done with our cabbage stew.
Wow. It's yummy.
Yes, it is indeed yummy. So with cabbage stew, it goes with a lot of different carbs or starchy foods. You can have it with yam, you can have it with rice, you can have it with spaghetti, like we've served it here, right? So it's quite versatile. All right, so we are done for today. I'm glad I was here. I hope you had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Nice.